So I am officially calling this meeting to order. It is 6:30. And this meeting is being recorded by the Appointments and Ordinances Committee. If anyone else present is recording, please let me know, but no one else is here. So I doubt they are recording. And we won't need to do everything by roll call because no one is online. But we do need to do a roll call of our members. So, and I will try to, for your sake and note taking, I'll just try to do all the votes. And I always try to do this votes in the same order just for the sake of the person taking notes. So, Councillor Webb, Councillor Williams
Here.
Councillor Golub is here. Councillor Golub
Here.
I'm just writing why. Yes. No.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. All right. So public comment. No one is here from the public, so we will not take public comment.
I can sit in the chair though.
You could. You want to sit? We had a conversation about the public chair. Seems significant to hold
It is,
it
no, it
for the
absolutely
public.
doesn't violate the
It's kind of
public's
like a-
chair.
Writing chair.
In case someone showed up, but they're not showing up now, so. Can someone please read page 14 of the agenda, which is, we need to read this even though nobody is here, to call for a public hearing on the ordinances. Every ordinance amendment or new needs a public hearing before being passed. So officially we need to do this. So
I will read it.
thank you very much.
Public hearing in accordance with Home Rule Charter. The Appointments and Ordinance Committee will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, February 11th, 2026 at 6:30 p.m. at City Hall Meeting Room, second floor, 14 Court Square, and Zoom, HTT, the Zoom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Meeting ID 95602680935 to receive public input on the following. Amend code by adding the following new chapters. 191, vacancies in appointed offices. Amend code on the following chapters. Chapter 49, meetings. Chapter 58, precinct meetings. Chapter 173, Recreation Commission. Chapter 209, alcoholic beverages, Article 1, public consumption, Section 1, city control property. Chapter 235, curfew, Section 3, definitions. Chapter 265, farming, Section 4, disclosure notification. Chapter 322, parks and recreation facilities. Chapter 565, city council's rules of procedure. Sections 55, Section 565-2, meetings, subsection B, special meetings. Section 565-7, duties of the clerk of the council, subsection C, listing of matters, subsection D, communications to the city council. Section 565-8, order and disposition of business, subsection A, agenda, subsection B, endorsement, add subsection D, consent agenda. Section 565-9, committees, new paragraph. Do I need to read the rest?
I would just say to be complete, just
To
not.
view complete amendment language, there is a site listed. The city council may consider the same on Wednesday, February 25th, 2006 at 6:30 at John's On Community Center, 35 Pleasant Street, and Zoom. Meeting ID 962-3056-5162. Materials can be obtained from the city clerk's office, 14 Court Square, from 8:30 a.m. till 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, or phone 413-772-1555, extension 6163. Catherine Garlob, Appointments and Ordinances Committee Chair.
Thank you. Okay. So would somebody like to, wait, I need to open, but I'll need to go. I am opening, that is the opening of the hearings. No one is present. Therefore, I am closing the hearing. I opened it at 6:35 and I'm closing it at 6:36 p.m. Okay, moving on now. Would someone like to read the order on page 15? Motion.
Okay, we'll do that. Order number FY 26-068, City Council Order, City of Greenfield, Massachusetts. The City Council move that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council pursuant to Charter Section 2-10 affirms the following appointments by the mayor, all terms to expire December 31st, 2029, unless otherwise posted. Greenfield Local Cultural Council, Ed Burton, Donnelly Moose, Human Rights Commission, Angela Campbell, Pia, and Pia Martin. I think those are two different people. Okay. Majority vote required.
So I can just write FY 26-068.
Yeah, I think you don't even need to write. I think they all have FY.
Or do they?
I think that you could just write.
Oh, they're all different.
06.
They all have a
69.
Just 068.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Thank you. Yep. Any discussion on this?
No, I know Pia, she's gonna be great. I don't know the other two, but I can speak for Pia.
Cool. Great. So all those in favor? So what we're doing is we're recommending to the full council.
Mhm.
All those in favor of recommending?
Aye.
Aye. The next one is on page 23, and you don't need to read, you can just start with the city council move that it be ordered. Let's just start. You don't have to read the top.
The number?
Yeah, no, if you just start for Max.
Yeah.
So Max 069, but you don't need to read the stuff that's above the city council move that it be ordered.
Oh, all right. Okay. So you have the FY 26069, okay. The city council move that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council amends the code of the city of Greenfield by adding chapter 191, vacancies and appointed officers ordinance as attached hereto, and further amends the table and index of contents of the code, and further that non-substantive changes to the numbering of the ordinance be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the code of the city of Greenfield. Majority vote required.
I just learned to say that last part really fast. That last part, that last not substantive changes. You're gonna say it faster and faster and faster.
Okay.
I mean, that's not it. That's just a
Okay.
observation of what ends up happening when we read a lot of this. Okay, any discussion on this one?
Just a question. Some of this is line out and some of it's red. Are some of the line outs older changes that were made prior to this?
Some of the,
Like if you look at the bottom here, it says name, address, scratch, signature, and resignation date. Versus on the top where it's red and those are clear changes.
it looks to me like the reds are additions and the crossed out are deletions.
I just was curious because they weren't the same and
I
whether
don't
or
know
not,
why they're not also red. I don't know why Tammy didn't make them red.
and that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder.
Oh,
if
no,
this has been
yeah,
through
no, it's a
couple
great
different times.
question. Yeah, no, it's a great question. That's my recollection.
No, it works for me.
Yeah.
Once you know the rules.
Also, that said, some of the deletions, this happened in another one. Also, this also happened in the hybrid. The proposed language is still there, only struck through. So this is a note for Tammy. Anytime a proposal is being struck through, please don't keep the striked out language that's just, unless it's part of the existing ordinance. If it's a proposal that we're deciding not to pass through, please don't pass that on to the council or to us ideally, because it feels confusing. So could you write that as a note to Tammy? Can you say, please delete any language from the. Yeah, and my interpretation and I'm just gonna say this for public record and so people can disagree with me. And we could amend this piece, but this was an interesting, we have the hybrid meeting ordinance in front of us right now. And I'll just say I'm reading section 49(7)G. It says that in the event that a public body required to conduct hybrid meetings has provided public notice of an upcoming meeting and an emergency, including but not limited to inclement weather, subsequently makes either an in-person access or remote access impossible, the public body shall consider the practicality of rescheduling the meeting to a time when it can conduct a hybrid meeting. If rescheduling is not practical, the body shall provide reasonable advance notice to the public and conduct the meeting entirely in person or entirely remotely. I just want to say, we could, if someone brings to us new language to this to attend to what just happened at the ANO meeting, I would be happy to consider it. My current interpretation of this is halfway through the meeting, we just found out that we were disconnected. And I think practically we have a quorum, we are here, we're in process. No one
Reconnected
from the
now.
public is here. Yeah, so I'm just stating this in case people are watching this. I would interpret this as applying for today. If someone else has other language, I would be happy to hear it. So just to like, we're noting real life.
Okay,
So where are we?
Do you remember what time you opened and closed the public hearing?
I opened it at 6:35 and I closed it at 6:36. So vacancies.
vacancies.
This is a new ordinance. This is a brand new ordinance. And so anything struck through should not go to the full council.
Okay,
So I said, please delete any language from the vacancy ordinance that was proposed but not included. No struck through language should be included.
Yeah, no struck through language should. And a request for the future, please Tammy, do your best to not include language we've talked about, and then I'll get to what you, and I'm remembering what you said. That language that we've talked about, but we decided not to put forward. Please don't include that when when it comes to a hearing, because then it's confusing to the public and it's confusing to us. And then you had said, what if we color coded? And I would just say the ordinance, if I'm understanding this correctly, like the ordinances go through, we often have many meetings talking about, that's not inevitable. We do not have to do that, but sometimes we do have several. And so to
Maybe
like,
a rainbow.
it would be a rainbow. And when it comes to the hearing and our recommendation vote, I think we need as much just conciseness. All right, any discussion on that one? Okay, all those in favor of a positive recommendation?
all right.
Aye. Hearing no no's, hearing no's. All right, so the next one is on page 26.
Okay. The city council moved that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council amends the code of the city of Greenfield as written in the strike-through attached here to chapter 49, meetings, article 3, hybrid meetings, and further amends the index of contents of the code, and further that the non-substantive changes to the numbering of the ordinance be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the code of the city of Greenfield, majority vote required. This is the hybrid.
This is hybrid meetings. And I'll just say that I asked Tammy to, the last line that's subject to appropriation that was part of a previous conversation, and I asked her to please delete that when it comes to council floor, because it was just a proposal that we decided not to adopt. Any discussion on this?
Looks good.
I feel like it's red and crossed out means it was an addition, but then not. Because it says red and crossed out. We're cracking the code
Um,
on page 29.
Yeah, at the bottom.
It's opposed to black and crossed out.
yeah,
We'll have to standardize it.
yeah. That is true. Mhm. Any further discussion?
No, I'm glad the inclement weather thing is included.
Mhm.
I have a question, actually. So on F4,
Mhm.
the language that says will be made available within a reasonable time after the conclusion of the public meeting, include information on how to locate or request the record.
Yeah,
Why was that not accepted?
I think the implication is that if you include the city's contact information, they're gonna reach out if they want. Like it's inherently, it's implied.
But within a reasonable amount of time. That's what I'm concerned about.
well, so I think that I really appreciate you thinking about this. This is a really good question. I think that I agree with what Counselor Bolduc is saying, like, if you think this, on the agenda, they have to include the city council, the the appropriate contact information.
Mhm.
So then they can immediately reach out to that person. Right? So it's not like that person, they're reaching out to a staff member. So that person, unless they're on vacation, would be available. The assumption is that somebody in the office that they call would be available basically immediately or within the day or two to respond. So it started with specify whether it will be included. And do you think that addresses it?
No,
You don't?
no. So here's my question.
Yeah.
So include city contact information if the participant wishes to obtain a video recording, minutes, transcript, or other comprehensive record of specific meeting proceedings. That's fine. But it will be made within a reasonable amount of time after the conclusion of the public meeting.
Oh, your question is essentially what?
Time. My concern is time. So 6 months after a meeting, I go into City Hall and I want to get a video of it.
Yeah.
Is that
So
going to create?
Public records requests are 10 days, right?
yeah, I mean, I think that law covers it.
State.
I think I believe that your concern is tended to public records request is 10 days. The contact information is immediate. Initially, it said specify whether it will be made available. That's what it said. That's the initial language. Like that includes city contact information wasn't there. We just specify whether. And not all of the boards and commissions the records are not kept in the same way and they're not available in the same way. So to really make this part robust would require thinking through of more capacity and like not all of them are immediately available anyway. So you would need to talk to the boards and commissions and the supporting departments and make sure that they're.
To Councillor Williams' point, like last month I was looking for a specific meeting that had happened like a couple months ago and it still wasn't posted.
Yeah,
So I think like maybe you're looking for like an accountability around
Yeah.
posting the information.
I'm looking for two things. I'm
Yeah.
looking for not to burden the staff.
Right.
And
yeah,
I'm also, everyone doesn't know that there's a 10-day,
Yeah, right.
that's information that you happen to know because
yeah,
of
that's
what you
true.
do.
That's true.
If I'm Judy Smith down the street and I saw something on, I have cable.
Yeah,
I saw something and I'm concerned about it and I want to know about it. I need to get to the town hall within 10 days, but I don't know that.
No, they have to
No, you don't
respond
have
to
to
your
do-
request within 10 days.
yeah,
Oh,
So
thank
you
you.
could go back in 6 months and be like, I want records of this, but they have to respond in 10 days.
Okay.
that's MGL. Is that, I think Massachusetts general law.
Yeah, in Massachusetts, public records custodians must provide a written response to requests within 10 business days.
I see. Okay, so the city has to
Has to.
respond
Yeah.
within 10 days of the request.
I think the only reason to add it would be so people know that they can reach back out in 10 days if they haven't gotten it.
Okay,
But
Would you want to add pursuant to MGL such and such to that?
so, okay. Now I'm back to the public.
Yeah,
The public, what time frame does the public have in terms of requests? They
as
can,
much as they want
as
forever.
much as they want forever?
Well,
there's
I
not a
don't-
statute with limitations.
yeah, I don't,
Okay, and we're not going to impose that.
no,
Okay, so people can be totally
I
unreasonable.
think, I mean, I don't,
Records that make you.
I think what exists as public records, right? Like if the public records exist, then you can get it whenever. I don't know, yeah, guys, I don't know how long the records are.
Okay,
Well, and then here's the thing too, it's different now because I can go to FERCog and get records from like 1865 if I wanted
that's
to.
fascinating.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fascinating.
I'll tell you about it after the meeting. It's
Yeah.
great. Meridian Street is named for Meridian. It's very cool.
I'm sure.
However, and looking if see if there's a statute. There, in some cases, there's a fee. It depends.
Okay,
because,
yes.
I
know
does
that.
not appear to be a limitation, but I think within a reasonable amount of time, like if it's criminal, something like 10 years, I think you can go, there's like certain limitations criminally, but civilly, there's a lot of stuff that's kept here.
Right.
Okay,
So we could actually
So-
ask the clerk's office.
so it's,
That
you
would
think
be-
my concern is unfounded?
I do,
Okay.
I do think, I don't think it's unfounded. I think it's founded really, I think it's like on a really good foundation of caring for the public. I think it's tended to.
Unnecessary?
Yeah, I don't think.
Okay, fine, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there is, I'm sorry to interrupt. There are three statutory laws on statewide retention schedules. So there is a schedule and they're posted publicly by the looks of it.
Okay,
I have to go through each of them individually.
Yeah, my only concern, which I think the bigger picture is like just human ability to get things done, but like having things posted in a reasonable time.
Mm-hmm,
Like reasonable being like not 2 months later.
mm-hmm, yeah,
But again, like we don't have people to do it. We don't have people to do it.
right. And I don't know if we have people to do it. And we could probably legislate the time then it needs to be enforceable, right? Right.
And then
But that's another conversation then. I do think your concern is tended to. I don't think that there's a
Okay.
concern about people getting information. I think I'm glad you brought it up. And if we're talking about meeting records and minutes and stuff being accessible, that's another conversation than amended.
right, okay,
Okay.
fine,
Yeah.
I'm good.
I just also want to put a plug for myself, but I don't mean to. I just want the history of this ordinance. This ordinance was precedent setting in Massachusetts. Like this was, I worked with Javier at the ACLU on this and many people from the city when we passed this about a year ago. And so this is a really significant thing for other municipalities too, who are talking about meeting access. So
Okay,
excited that we still have this.
So
okay.
in the future,
Yeah,
we could potentially add an amendment of accessibility.
we could, yes, although it may be its own ordinance.
Okay.
Like it may be, there may be an accessibility, like we could change the name of this and there might be an article on hybrid meetings and another on records or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay,
So any other discussion on this? Okay. So all those in favor of amending? Aye. Don't hear any no's or exceptions. Um. Okay. The next one, page 32.
okay. The city council moved that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council amend the code of the city of Greenfield as written in the strike-through attached hereto, Chapter 58, precinct meetings, and further amends the index of the code and further that non-substantive changes to the numbering of the ordinance be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the code of the city of Greenfield, majority vote required.
And just again to name the history of this, I really appreciate the community relations subcommittee working on this to make the existing thing actually enforceable and create an enforceable, implementable process. Just a request to Tammy to please clean up the document that everything, just as a request for everything, please have all changes. Please have all changes to ordinances be colored. Have additions be bold and strike throughs be struck through.
Changes to ordinance be colored. What was additions?
Additions be bold and deletions be struck through. So everything is cleaned up for the full city council. Okay. Any discussion on this one?
One.
Yeah.
58-4, scheduling. The wording is strange. The mayor and Community Relations Committee shall schedule the date, time, and location of the meeting after consultation with the precinct councilors and mayor and school designate. Isn't that a little odd? It seems like the mayor,
Hold on.
And is struck through.
and it is struck through. You're
Yeah,
right.
and what I'm starting, I'm
There's
suspecting. I'm wondering if the mayor is meant to be there in the first one. Like, is it who?
Yes. Yes,
They are meant to be?
yes. I worked on this.
Okay, so the mayor and the school
And community relations.
are working together.
Mhm.
Okay, so they're scheduling it together.
Yes,
So it should be after consultation with precinct counselors and school designee?
Take out.
Yes.
and-
Okay.
that's exactly what it should be.
All right, so delete second mayor. Any other discussion on this?
The electronic display boards at fire.
Can you say where?
Sorry, on 58-3 notice,
Uh-huh.
electronic display boards at fire station, library, kiosk, etc. Is kiosk supposed to be the giant iPhone?
Yep.
Okay.
Giant.
That's abolishing Android, okay.
dreaming of being an iPhone.
Okay. Anything else? Any other discussion?
No, that's correct.
All right, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I don't hear any no's or abstentions. Page 34, please.
The city council moved that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council amend the code of the city of Greenfield as written in the strike-through attached hereto, Chapter 173, Recreation Commissions, and further amends table of contents and the index of the code, and further that non-substantive changes to the numbering of the ordinance be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the code of the city of Greenfield, majority vote required.
First point of discussion is that it says recreation commissions, but the motion should just say commission. There's only one commission. So can you ask Tammy, delete the S in the motion after recreation commissions? Thank you. Okay. Question on this one?
No, I think that's good.
Okay. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No no's.
37, page 37. Okay. The city council moved that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council amend the code of the city of Greenfield as written in the strike-through attached thereto, Chapter 209, Alcoholic Beverages, Article 1, Public Consumption, Section 1, City-Controlled Property, and further amends the index of the code, and further that non-substantive changes to the numbering of the ordinance be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the code of the city of Greenfield, majority vote required.
Just want to check one thing. I want to double check that this is all the language that was changed. Which then is in red, but has been changed, but okay. City controlled property. Commissioners. Okay. Okay, it looks to me like the only change, I just wanted to double check because I was surprised that there was only one change. And I asked Tammy to double check today and she said this was the only change. I didn't have a moment to, so I just wanted to double check. It looks to me, and I brought up the E code and I'm just comparing. And it looks like this really was the only change that we made to it.
Because we thought there was another change because we had an older copy.
Yeah,
And I wanted to get rid of something in there. We had to do with this, having drinks on the sidewalk.
yeah.
It said a restaurant couldn't do that,
Right.
and that was changed like 2 years ago.
Okay, that's what happened. All right,
That's what you're
thank-
thinking.
Good memory.
Yeah,
Okay.
on occasion.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally, and not this time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, we're good.
Thanks. I don't technically count as a boomer, but like I suddenly.
You're not a boomer. You're too young.
I mean, I know I'm not actually, my parents are boomers, but you know, same thing. Okay, so any discussion of this one? No.
Nope, I think we're good.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. No no's, no abstentions.
Page 39.
Yes, please.
The city council, move that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council amend the code of the city of Greenfield as written in the strike-through attached hereto, Chapter 235, curfew, Section 3, definitions, and further amends the index of the code, and further that non-substantive changes to the numbering of the ordinance be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the code of the city of Greenfield. Majority vote required. That's the only change.
Yeah.
They never took that in. Good? Good.
I see your face and I see you're shaking your head. I'm just curious.
Debating if I want to say it. I don't know. How is this enforceable?
It isn't.
Well, this is just one part of it. This is a police thing. And I did have a conversation with Audrey about it a long time ago, along with Councillor Brown. To be honest, it was so many months ago that I'm not remembering the details in memory of the conversation.
It's separate. This is just for youth. The one that you're thinking of.
No, this is you. I'm actually thinking I brought a whole bunch of things to Officer
Okay.
Zoe, because anything with policing I was a bit
Yeah.
concerned about. So my concerns were assuaged, but it is related to, it is a point of interaction between youth and police. Than the rest of this. Right now, we're just updating at guardian. So if you wanted to look at this further, if anyone wanted to look at this further, they could, but right now, we're sorry.
Yeah.
So does that feel okay? Yeah.
I kind of laugh at it because when I was 14, 15, there was no control.
I
I
know,
was wild
right?
in the streets.
I
I
know.
didn't get caught.
Yeah.
I did get caught once, but no one. No.
I know. I think the purpose is insane.
It's,
Yeah.
it makes sense. There's a logic to this. There is a logic to this.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a complicated one, actually.
Yeah.
Right now, we're just adding guardian. So all those in favor of the amendment to add guardian? Don't hear any no's or abstentions.
Page 42. The city council moved that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council amend the code of the city of Greenfield as written and strike through attached hereto. Chapter 265, farming, section 4, disclosure notification, and further amends table of contents and the index of the code, and further that non-substantive changes to the numbering of the ordinance be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the code of the city of Greenfield. Majority vote required.
It's just striking through the clause of
Disclosure and
It's
notification.
not required by MGL, and this is online, so people can.
Right.
It's not current. This is not currently happening. And
Right.
people can look it up online. Any discussion?
No.
Hi. All those in favor?
I
Hi. Noes?
Okay, page 46. The city council moved that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council amend the code of the city of Greenfield by deleting the existing language in chapter 322, Parks and Recreation Facilities in its entirety, and replacing as written in the strike-through attached thereto, and further amends table of contents and the index of the code. And further that non-substantive changes to the numbering of the ordinance be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the code of the city of Greenfield. Majority vote required.
So I have a couple of thoughts. The first time never occurred to me before, but I wonder if we could like legislate somewhere in the code that like anytime we amend an ordinance, all of these things are implicit. So we don't have to keep reading this over and over again. Anyway, but there's some poetry to it. It's like spoken word or something. I don't know. But anyway, I am going to recommend that we vote to recommend this, but that it is held but that the city council not vote on this month and vote on it in March, because the lawyer pointed out a couple months ago that when we remove the conservation land from this, conservation land needs to become its own separate ordinance and have a place in the code. The clerk's office reached out to the conservation people and they said that they weren't asking for any other changes, so it would just be moving it. But I don't want the council to vote on this, strike this out, and not have the conservation stuff also be held in a separate place. So I want to vote on this and the conservation land becoming its own ordinance simultaneously. So we did the hearing, we could still vote on this, but to pause, note to Tammy to pause and not bring this to the full council until it comes consecutively, simultaneously with conservation.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I have my own. Rules and regulations number 1.
Could you write that down just so my brain knows that it's held for?
Yeah.
And also the pending chapter 365 smoking changes should also, sorry, be crossed. You can write that to Tammy. That's not part of the ordinance. And no smoking changes are coming forward yet. They're pending the commission. So. Yeah.
The rules and regulations for number 1 are, number 1 is just criminalizing homelessness for being out past dark.
You should read it out.
Wait,
Parks are open dawn to dusk unless otherwise posted. For the purpose of these rules and regulations, dawn begins 1/2 hour before sunrise and dusk ends 1/2 hour after sunset. I think we should be reprimanding behaviors, not just existing outside at nighttime.
is this the part of the ordinance though that the unhoused commission is working on? Because this,
All that needs to be done is just strike out or rule 1 and then it's done. And then it's decriminalized. It's literally it. Yeah.
Because,
Could do it right now.
well, then let's do that.
Yes.
But I think that 11 and other pieces have to do with, I don't know the.
Camping is a zoning thing that they would have to adjust. So you need campground zoning. And we don't have that in Greenfield right now. So that's its own thing. And then this is separate from the youth curfew ordinance. This is just saying like
Yeah, totally.
they're open and closed. And if the issue, like assuming that they want it closed so they can not have noise and other things going on at nighttime, like we should just be enforcing the behaviors that we don't want to happen, like reprimanding those behaviors, not saying it's illegal to be outside at night. Because it's not.
I will also add, there are some strange situations, like for example, the dog park is, they have hours past dusk, and especially at night in the wintertime, they actually have access to light in those parks, so they're encouraging people to come after
That's
dark.
true, yeah.
Unless otherwise posted is in there.
Yeah,
That makes it really confusing because then it's not, A, it's not cohesive throughout the city, and then B, like I said, it's not what we're trying to enforce.
There's 2 problems.
It's because when I talked to the Counselor Brown at the unhoused.
Yeah, it's the National Homelessness Law Center. Eric Pars said that is literally just criminalizing homelessness.
That's the purpose of that
1 and 11. Although there was actually, there was a problem on the common. A few years back, people pitched tents on the common and somebody was stabbed. I mean, it was considered not okay.
Right, and that's why I think the unhoused committee is looking at campground ordinance and zoning like its own thing. Like to make a space that is zoning.
Yeah.
And like most campsites usually have like a camp manager, so I think that would likely be a part of it as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we should, so one is, so
okay.
for the purposes of this, 1 is the problem, not 11?
I think 1 is the problem, yes.
Not 11.
Could we also modify 11 to say camping for the purposes of recreation is not permitted?
Is the National Homelessness Law Center recommending that we don't say 11 yet?
I do not know about that.
Okay,
But I know that that is a zoning thing that
So-
the unhoused committee wants to tackle.
okay. So here's what the clerk's office is going to say. This is going to meet in June before it goes to city council. So you're proposing that we only strike through number 1. You're not proposing that we strike through 11. Can you please also by the 5-day rule, make sure that we don't also want to cross through or amend number 11 so that we're ready, so that this is comprehensive.
Do we want to address any of these changes with the Recreation Commission?
Um,
No, but there may be reasons for the language presented.
yeah, so I think that it's always important to talk to other commissions or departments that are related. They may disagree, and that's okay, but it's good to hear what they have to say. So would you be willing to also reach out to Christine, Director Moore, and hear what she has to say? I'm seeing this as you are taking the lead on these changes, and sponsoring these changes so that I don't have to, as a chair, take responsibility for that conversation. And of course, she's welcome to come and, share her thoughts. You may disagree, but respectfully to listen.
So if this will not come to the full council
No.
meeting then, and then we could invite her to our next ANO meeting.
We
if
could
necessary,
invite,
if she wants to.
well, yeah, she would be invited if she wants to come. I would say when we're considering the changes, so it may be at the next ANO meeting. And hopefully, but only bring them forward when you feel ready to do that. So it could be by the 5-day rule if you feel ready. And if you don't feel ready, then give it the time that you need.
If I can look into both of these and confer with Director Moore before the 5-day rule and get it to you, then
Yeah, get it to Kathy.
get it to Kathy. Okay.
Yeah. But when you send things to the clerk's office, always send it to Kathy, Tammy, and Quinn, and then Laura and Janet, and counselors, Karen Markowski, and the CC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to write them?
No, tell Tammy we're not putting this forward. I am not bringing this to a vote for recommendation because there's more work that's needed on it. Is there anything else that anyone else wants to say?
Just before we put it away, did we want to add extra language to 11, or is that going to be up for?
I will ask the homelessness law center about that and see what it says. And then I will also confer with the ad hoc gun house committee on what their plans for camping is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Good. Is not 0-76 is not being moved forward.
No,
That's what I just
yeah,
said.
it's on the table, until further notice. That feel complete? Good. You good? Yes.
Yep.
Thank you for mentioning that.
Mhm.
We are on page 61.
Okay, so I don't need to write anything for this vote. This vote did not happen.
No, it didn't happen.
Okay.
Oh, yes, you are correct.
I'm just gonna steal this. I'm keeping the paper clips.
Right.
Bert. Bert and Ernie.
Ernie.
The collection.
Okay, the city council move that it be ordered that the Greenfield City Council amend the code of the city of Greenfield as written in the strike-through attached here to chapter 565 rules of procedure, section 2, meetings, subsection B, special meetings, and further amends the index of the code, and further that non-substantive changes to the numbering of the ordinance be permitted in order that it be in compliance with the numbering format of the code of the city of Greenfield, majority vote required.
Well, wait, there's one.
Yeah, so. Um. This one's confusing because there's 4 things for the whole ordinance. I don't know why we have to, this is not, I disagree with the presentation of this.
Where these go?
I don't think that we need to amend separately. My request we can vote to recommend each to make sure we've done our due diligence. But request to Tammy, when this comes to the full council, I do not believe that these need to be separate orders. I believe that there can be one order for the entire ordinance. And so please put forward one order for the entire ordinance. And if they have a doubt about the legality of that, just consult a lawyer to make sure, so, because this question will come up in the future. But this has never come up before, I think.
As one motion.
Yeah, one motion for the entire ordinance. And all the colors make the colors consistent. The different colors have been for our tracking. Please make the colors one color and consistent with, colored colors for changes, strike through for deletions, bold for additions.
But she wanted us to know.
She did, and that
who
was
made the changes.
And thank you. And thank you for doing that in the meantime. That was good in the meantime,
Right.
but I don't think that the entire council needs such detailed.
To know who said what when?
No.
Okay.
You said to remove all of the color coded language.
Yeah, don't have one color for changes like in other ordinance amendments. Strike through for deletion, a bold for addition.
Do I need to say delete the highlighted in blue, yellow, blue,
Yeah.
all of that?
Yeah, thank you. And thank you, Tammy, for doing that for our sake. In the meantime, that was helpful. I am going to just ask for the entire ordinance if folks have questions about anything in the ordinance, because we do not, I believe, need to segment our thinking like this. Is there anything that anyone would want to change?
Yeah, communications to the city council.
Which number?
It's on page 71, the number 565-7. And it's a D. Communications to the city
Okay.
council.
Yeah.
A, I feel like it's grammatically incorrect at the end. And B, we talked to Quinn about auto forwarding emails to us as opposed to sending copying. So just wanting to make sure that language works legally in the future. I think maybe the suggestion would be taken out can be copied. Like,
Well, then, I need to read the thing. Okay.
president of the, on matters of interest to the council and which would not in the normal course of council business referred to the city council, be referred to the city council? Is that what it's supposed to say?
Although I didn't get that by myself, and which would not in the normal course of also business. Yes, it needs a B there. Good catch. So you wanted to say will be forwarded,
I think it can just say
sent?
be referred to the city council for action will be distributed to each individual council.
Strike through copied and?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Be action,
Good catch.
which would not in the course of council business be.
Any clear challenges?
It's gonna take a minute, I think, to read through all this.
Does this modify the consent agenda or is this an addition?
It's an addition.
On, where is it? 565-9. Page 74. Goes A, B, C.
I'm still on page 73.
Then it crosses out D and adds C again. Then crosses out E and adds D.
Just tell Tammy, please don't do that.
Hard easy here.
Detail.
There was a preamble that didn't make it in here. I wrote it.
Excuse me, a preamble,
Yep,
where,
I sent it to you.
Yeah, that's
to
right.
me,
And to
when
a few weeks ago.
I was away, did
I sent it, but I also sent it to Kathy and Quinn
Yeah.
and everybody and their mother.
what, tell me more,
The preamble for the consent
you have it
agenda,
written?
I had it written. I sent it written. See if I have it written on here. I think I do.
That's strange, because if you guys sent it a few weeks ago, I
And I
just,
sent it to Sarah, I sent it to Sarah Brown. Yeah,
I checked,
preamble.
I hadn't been looking at my email for a couple of weeks because I was away, and I just looked at all of it, and I don't think I got it.
Okay, here it is. The public is welcome to address issues listed on the consent agenda as part of the public comment section of the Greater City Council meeting agenda. That was the preamble. And I sent it.
Yeah,
I thought I got a thank you from you.
from me?
Yeah, I thought I did.
This is possible, again, memory issues, but I really am not remembering.
Okay,
But I.
because I sent it, the
It's very
same,
possible that I did respond and.
okay, when I sent the draft ordinance, I sent it at the exact same day.
It's on, it was January 21st.
You have it?
Well, January 15th, where is it? The language, I drafted this language with Max's help. Oh, is this different? You have a proposed agenda preamble or a public comment.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is that my thing?
That's something that you.
That's different.
sent me.
No, that's different. That's public comment and everything. This is not.
They're not the same thing.
Wait a second. Preamble to the ordinance?
Preamble to the consent agenda.
Yeah. Could I read it? It'll help me.
The public is welcome.
You don't have an email about consent agenda.
I don't have I have no access to the computer anyway.
Yeah. Did Kathy respond? Williams, what would you have called it?
Preamble to the consent agenda,
Preamble.
because we had a discussion saying we wanted to make it clear to the public
We did.
that they could speak on any item on the consent agenda
Right.
during public comment.
Right, and so I drafted language with Councilor Webb's help to go onto agendas, but not to be made law. And then I sent that to,
Okay,
I'm not seeing this, but that's beside that's beside the point. This is,
so you've already done this, would you?
yeah, I put forward language, but it's editable. And in fact, I'm considering now doing what I tried to do right after. So I'm gonna tangentify here for a sec. Right after, the ceasefire vote, I put forward, in the meeting after that, I put forward language that was different than that about, public comment being required at subcommittee meetings. I got a lot of backlash in that meeting. And was like, okay, I'm gonna pull it, but now I'm considering actually putting that forward as law to make public comment required at every subcommittee meeting. That is different than, and that could actually end up in the rules of, now that I'm thinking, the rules of procedure.
I know I sent it to Sarah Brown.
That's okay. No. The what matters is that we. It just occurred to me like 2 days ago that, so this public rule 12, so 56512, I have language that I tried to put forward like in March of last year that would require subcommittees to have public comment and public participation. This would go under that part, the public participation part. So actually,
But isn't the consent agenda just for city council meetings?
it is just for city council meetings.
That's what I'm talking about.
But this is about public participation.
In city council meetings,
And this is all the rules of city council,
right?
rules of procedure for city council.
That's why, that's why I wrote it. I thought it was
Right now, I
specific
understand.
specific for the consent agenda for the city council meetings.
I understand. And given that there's a separate clause on public participation, I'm wondering if this gets added there as opposed to about how we do the consent agenda meetings. Like this is, you want to make sure that the public shall be able to address,
Yep.
right? There's like, they're welcome to address, may go on the agenda. You want to make sure that it's law, that they can address it, right?
Yeah.
Right? And so therefore, I'm thinking that this might go under the part of public participation. area, which it's occurring to me after, through conversations about the language that we put forward, that we could strengthen that part also by making public comment required at subcommittee meetings. So I'm thinking about bringing these pieces together under that part
Okay.
of the ordinance. And so I'm thinking, I don't know if there's a rush to get forward this consent agenda. What it's occurring to me is that before we pass one part of it, maybe we want to pass all of it together, table this toward the next meeting. And I can put forward language that includes this and the language that I had before about public participation. Does that work?
Whatever
for you?
works,
Okay.
whatever works.
Okay.
So you can,
I'm gonna take a
So we're
picture of it.
tabling
however.
77 through 80.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking out loud. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My question was that, sorry, I was trying to follow. Public participation, like 5, 6, 5, 12
Yeah.
is for council meetings, committee meetings, subcommittee meetings, everybody.
All of our rules, city council rules of procedure. And
Okay,
I have that language.
but Rule 12 doesn't affect subcommittees or commissions?
Currently doesn't. It currently doesn't include, it doesn't, none of this will, so subcommittees and commissions are different. So subcommittees of the council, this,
Does affect.
not yet, it could. So this law is all about how the city council operates. It doesn't apply to other boards and commissions.
Sure.
So it's the umbrella about city council.
Okay.
Therefore, it can't apply to public participation for boards and other boards and commissions, but it could include our subcommittees. And currently, although it is current practice that our subcommittee chairs now invite public comment, that's not law.
Yeah.
And I still want to make that law. And now that people aren't freaking out at me about the ceasefire resolution, now I think we can pass that. So I'm going to bring that forward next month.
Okay.
Sounds great.
Yeah, okay.
Took a
Thanks.
picture?
I did, yeah, thanks for thinking. Like me. Does that feel? Does that feel good? Okay. All right. Thank you, Tammy and clerks, for your patience with this order. And please still take into account everything else we just said. So that when this comes forward, you don't have to write all these notes again. I'm gonna send an email to myself.
Okay.
So, committee, like, comments. Send, click.
Should have my shoulders like Rice Krispie treats.
It's crispy.
They're crunchy.
Oh.
You just roll them and all you hear is just.
I have a brilliant masseuse,
Is it?
Emma.
Oh, is it Navy?
Like what?
Oh, Counselor Simpson, Al's, maybe.
Oh, yeah, true.
Okay. So we digress. Coming back.
All right, where are we now?
We are now at your ordinance.
Oh, good.
We've arrived.
Oh,
I
good.
think, have we just make sure? Yes, we have arrived.
Yay. Alrighty, so let me chat quickly about this. So people understand what the hell I'm talking about. So, I've been on the,
You gave us just know that you plugged this in last time too. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
yeah, I don't know, what are you saying?
You gave us you shared the rationale behind this last time.
Okay, so I don't need to go through
I
that
don't think
again.
you do.
All right,
think
then I
we're on
won't.
board.
Yeah, it's very self.
That's easy.
I think it's, yeah.
And
Unless you want.
I was given a name, which that piece of paper is somewhere in my house. The account that would be for the maintaining of the properties. There is an account a name of an account has been suggested by Stephen
Okay,
of Finance
okay,
in terms of it being we're talking about two different accounts that are restricted
Yeah,
to clear and no other purpose, not to be mixed with general funds, et cetera.
yeah,
And actually donations have already started coming in for the tax fund, which is lovely.
that's
So
great.
there's some money already without being solicited at all.
That's fantastic.
So that money's already coming in. But the reality of this situation is it's gonna, once in a blue moon, this is going to happen because when houses are taken for tax title and sold, there are people there are people there who are either the owners, the heirs of the owners or somebody who can claim equity.
Yeah,
In the event that there isn't anybody, this is the scenario, then that happens.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds great. We've gotten all of those emails from Elmam and do you know next steps to make sure his concerns are, so I want to say thank you.
See that?
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are my talents
Thank-
getting sharpened.
Thank you for your work on this.
Yes.
And,
Al has done a huge amount of work around this
I believe
question.
you.
He
Yeah.
really has. He did the research on the state law, et cetera, and so on. But right now, there is a disagreement. I have not been told this directly by Al. I've heard it through other people. He doesn't want to see any money going towards the maintenance question. He wants all the money to go to the tax fund. That's my understanding of this at this point. I have not been told this directly by him. He obviously had access to this ordinance because it's been online. So we'll see. I half expected to see him here tonight
Yeah,
to speak on it, but that did not happen. So I'm sure, when the time comes for this to go before the council, he will then speak on that question.
I guess this is my request. He writes very long emails that I am not in the legalese of it. Can you, and maybe this is redundant, like you're probably already doing this, but if you could look at what he's saying and just make sure that his objections are addressed to the extent you
I have not received anything from him.
Okay.
When did these emails come
Are
in?
you the only one getting these emails?
The two of us. The two of us are getting emails. Several.
You and who?
You and me.
When did these come in?
Today?
Okay, I have not seen them because I have not had access.
Internet. Okay, and he's sending stuff and then 2 hours later asking that we confirm receipt of them and I was working today. So I just see that he's sending a lot of stuff. If you can look it through.
I will take care of it.
And be able to.
I will take care of it.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I just can't wrap my mind around that.
I will take care.
And one of his requests is that the lawyer looks at it, just yes, any new ordinance, the lawyer will look at.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
I should have
great.
internet tomorrow or the following day. Tomorrow I will not be looking at internet tomorrow, but on Friday I will be.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks. No rush for my sake. Just
I will take care of it.
that's what my response to him will be. Counselor Williams will be in touch with you.
Yes,
about this.
I will do that.
Thank you. It looks great to me though, but
Yeah, I support the account created for maintenance of properties. That's a tool that we need to combat loss of housing.
Yeah,
Full
Yes.
stop.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Very logical.
Yes.
Pragmatic.
Yeah.
Yes. And I
Extremely
and
practical.
I hope, that discussion I had with the mayor
Okay,
regarding that issue, because there's no money to do that. Yes. None. And we need money to do that if that happens.
Yeah, we do.
Appreciate
I
it.
agree. Any other discussion on this one? No.
Great work.
Yeah.
I'm curious if you got back from finance department so quickly.
Yeah.
I've been 6 months, but
Hmm.
no.
Well, I asked the mayor,
We'll
To
slap
give-
them with
to give me the name of
10-day
the
response law.
so
Hit
therefore,
them with the 10-day response law
Yeah, we shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to. do
and
that.
use your council email.
Are you using your council email?
I sent it to Erin using a council email and she said she'd get back to me.
Should I corn? She's not taking her.
Yeah,
every day.
okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna go up to the top of the document and make sure I'm not skipping any steps before I close the meeting.
Okay,
Did we actually vote on those 4 ordinances collectively?
We did not vote on them. We tabled them because I'm bringing forward a new piece.
Okay.
And also request to Tammy, when it comes to us, also for there to be one order next time. There doesn't have to be several orders for us.
so let me just ask a question then. So now for that ordinance,
For the rules of procedure,
no,
for
my
yours. Yeah.
ordinance.
Mhm.
I don't cut mine ordinance, that ordinance. What's the next step? What,
The next step is get it complete, what feels complete to you by having the attorney make sure that it is in compliance with the law
Mhm.
and structured. I think, make sure it's in compliance and good, and you have to go ahead. And then that's through the clerk's office. You can
Okay.
ask the clerk. And then when it feels ready, to bring it to us and just be ready to address Al Norman's objections. Either by incorporating something into the ordinance or by just being able to say, I disagree, or I have done the things that you wanted to, or I'm not going to. However you would address the objections would be helpful.
okay, so the thing is to make sure it's legal
Legal.
to Kathy.
Mhm.
Scott?
Mhm.
Once I get that kiss, then I can move it back to here.
Yeah, and it can be ready. There's no other discussion. We're all in support. It can be ready for a hearing.
Okay. Good.
Amazing.
Great. Okay, so the next meeting, so the next meeting is the next item. Kai's 18th birthday is March 11th, so I am not meeting that day. And I asked the clerk's office to survey you all. Tammy said that March 5th looked like it was better for folks. Yeah,
I'll be at the
Is
fire
that-
station anyway.
Yeah, I can't do the other day, so.
okay,
Something else
Oh,
is
wait.
happening on March 5th. I don't know what it is. I didn't bring my book. I'm sorry.
okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The March
Um,
5th would be at 6:30. If we did March 11th, it would be at 6.
No, we're not
Or
doing March
it would be
11th.
March something.
March
else.
9th,
March
and
9th.
March 9th at the library, which felt cozier to me, but if you're,
Yeah, I can't do March 9th. I can do March 5th at 6:30.
okay,
I will check.
okay,
Back to you.
okay,
Check March 5th.
yeah.
What day of the week is that? Do you know?
Thursday.
It's a Thursday?
Yep.
Thursday prior,
Historical Commission meets every first Thursday.
okay, so we definitely have a quorum for March.
Okay.
Thursday. All
But
right.
we only need 3.
We only need 3 to form a quorum. I mean, I want everyone to be able to be there,
Right,
but
right.
if not, then
Okay.
can you email me and the clerks about it,
Yep.
please? Okay. All right.
Got it.
All right. So I'm going to take a motion to adjourn.
Do we need to do the minutes?
I don't think that. Where's the minutes?
I think that they were included.
Oh, you're right. We totally skipped over that. My apologies. Yes, let's be from 3 to 4. Thank you. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes? It just
Say so moved or something.
So moved. So moved.
so moved, and then you say second, yes. And any discussion?
I had one, which is really, really minor, but I don't know if it matters. Only because, Councilor Haas was here as a member of the public, not.
Yes.
And so it says Councilor Haas and members of the public. That's
Oh.
really tiny, and I was just like, I don't know if that matters.
Yeah, he wasn't invited as a counselor.
I think that
Right.
that matters. You can say as a member of the public.
Mm-hmm.
And I add that to the. To give us more space.
I'm surprised too that we don't, because we have access to this in the Google Drive and everything, but we can't just digitally suggest edits and then post that as public comment? Just like post that to the public because the public doesn't have access to that. piece of
Could
paper,
you repeat what I need to do? What I need to
You
say?
would ask me in the middle of a thought.
Right, okay, so what you need, I know what you need. When it says also present, strike and members, add as a member.
Yeah.
We can't deliberate. I think
Strike
that might count
through.
as deliberation.
I'm sorry, what, I
No, I mean-
what page is it on, so I can,
Page 5?
Here.
thank you. Straight.
I mean, quite literally have like the
As a
note taker.
member, okay.
like, on screen or something like that, like. Add our notes digitally
During the meeting.
during the meeting, yes,
It's a fantastic idea.
right, well, because I mean, the public doesn't get to see that unless we photocopy it and tag it to the minutes, you know?
That's a fantastic idea. It would likely require work on the folks' part, but I don't know how much work it would be.
Oh, I can ask,
You talking to them about it.
yeah, I can ask. Give it a CCU on it, or,
Nope,
okay,
unless you get to a point where I need to be trained or something.
no, I just didn't know if it was like a, you know, because it was part of this committee.
Yeah, no, thank you for asking.
CC your
No.
boss on it.
Yeah, no, I'm the facilitator.
Wait till we figure out hyperlinks,
Yeah.
What do you want to figure out?
hyperlinks in the agendas.
Dear Lord, save me. Tell me now. Stop the record.
Perfect, well, you're being.
Come to the next generation, we're teaching you about hyperlinks.
All right, so, adjourning, can I have a motion to adjourn? Second.
Wait, do you want to do it
Second.
again? Because they already motioned once.
Yeah,
We did it again?
Then we did, yeah, but then
Okay,
now
got
we're
it.
back on topic. So it's been motioned and seconded, and now we,
Vote.
we maybe, never mind. I just realized that I'm not gonna say,
Actually, before you adjourn, I need to write down the vote for the minutes and for adjourning,
yes.
approval of minutes and adjourning. Okay.
Okay, all those in favor of adjourning at
I
7:56 PM? Aye. No no's, no abstentions. And at 7:56 PM.
Yay.